Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's micro market recap. Today, speaking of, is the 3rd of May. It is Tuesday, just after the New York close. Pretty slow day so far, probably in anticipation of the FOMC news that's coming out tomorrow afternoon. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more, not choppy, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but more fluid, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. Let's get right into it with micro oil. We opened inside of the range below the close, and we had immediate selling, found a floor, and they went right back up and found a ceiling. No real entries here today. It's okay. Oil's bars are still very large, but we ended up closing down here, net down for the day in oil. Now, gold, we opened pretty much at its close, if not slightly below. We initially had some selling. They found a floor, and they just decided to take it higher. Now, we did close net positive for the day. Monster short here at the top, according to our methodologies, from these levels called HVAs, high volume areas that are given out to our students each night prior to the next day's trading. So, yes, I said that is each night prior to the next day's trading, and they are free to use that for that evening session in the morning and the following day's pit. Now, going into our equities, starting with the micro ES, you can see that I guess you can't see, we will scroll back and then you'll be able to see that we opened inside the range not just above, but pretty high from the close. We had initial selling, found support at our level, not once, but twice within 10 minutes. And then finally they broke through a little bit. And then they found resistance at, again, one of our levels that was drawn the night before. And look how well that's holding that. Again, that's 3 times there, I would say. But overall, we did have quite a bit of movement, not a ton to make new highs for the day. It was pretty range bound, a lot of consolidation. So we went sideways in other words, we went sideways for large amounts of time, and then we had moves, went sideways, and then we had moves back towards those other areas and vice versa. So not a ton of movement to get out anywhere. It was just very, very condensed, and that's okay. That's probably due to the anticipation of the FOMC news tomorrow. Whatever it'll be, it doesn't matter. And we just trade what's in front of us according to our methodologies. But we did ultimately finish up net positive in our equities in both the ES and Nasdaq here. Similar story in the Nasdaq. Let me just scroll back for you. If I can get there. Just 1 second. You'll see for yourself that we opened in the range, pretty much just below the close and the high. So right at it, sorry, the close was down here at the high of the day. Immediately had selling, and then we had buying and found resistance again right where we opened off that level. I don't know how many times I can say it. That was given the night before, and then you can see what transpired through the day. Some new lows in the day, and then they broke out attempting to make new highs, but they were stopped right at our HVA edge there. It was a little bit of a battle, but Monster moved back down, and then they tried that a couple times, breaking lower and then higher. You can see that same area. They just could not get above that area, and you'll see that eventually they end up getting hit so hard it sends them back down. So this area held tremendously. That was given out to our students, and they just couldn't quite break it until we got past lunch. But they didn't get far. So they broke through it, and they just built volume here, and they just couldn't reject that level. So this area here was pretty well accepted for them. And like the ES, they came back down, and we just had those consolidating moves back and forth, back and forth. So no real headway movement in any direction, just a ton of volume building in a small space, relatively small for its previous moves that we've seen lately. So we did finish net positive in the equities, net positive in gold, and we had a net loss in oil. And that is today's micros market recap. If you are interested in finding out more information on how you can get these HVA levels onto your charts the night before your next trading endeavor in the futures, or if you're interested in learning how to trade futures in general, reach out to us. You can find us online at targettradingacademy.com or go to Facebook and look us up there. We are Target Trading Academy. Get in touch with a representative and you will be shown quickly what we do in our rooms each day, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. We look forward to seeing you there.